Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This evening, we're going to talk about the mysteries of Skinwalker Ranch. Stick around, because at the very end, we're going to give our brutally honest opinion on whether the characters from this show have sold out to the History Channel, or whether we believe that UAPs and aliens actually exist. So buckle up, enjoy the ride, and let's get after it. Hidden in the desert of Utah lies a place so strange even science gets nervous talking about it. It's a place of glowing skies, invisible forces, and cows that mysteriously stop being cows. Welcome to Skinwalker Ranch, where science, superstition, and the unexplainable crash into each other in glorious confusion. But long before billionaires and TV cameras showed up, this land had a reputation. According to the Navajo legend, skinwalkers were dark sorcerers, shapeshifters capable of turning into animals to do harm to others. It's said that this land was cursed long ago. But fast forward a few centuries and people are still seeing things that shouldn't exist. UFOs, blue orbs, gigantic wolves that shrug off bullets. And it all happens on one lonely ranch in the middle of nowhere. So what do you think? Aliens, energy fields, government tech gone rogue? Or just a desert full of stories and electromagnetic nonsense? All right, everybody, it's that time to let us know what you think. Do you think that this is all nonsense? Or do you think that they're truly going to possibly discover something that science and people haven't found yet? Well, I'm here to give you my honest opinion. And let's be honest. The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch might be one of the most entertaining pieces of science fiction pretending to be a documentary. But don't get me wrong, sometimes it's fun to watch, at least until we've gotten to the last couple of seasons where it seems to be repetitive in the nature of launching rockets into the same circle, hoping something will change. But a real honest investigation, that's extremely debatable. Every episode starts the same way: dramatic music, serious faces, and phrases like unprecedented phenomena. Then, what happens? A drone loses a signal, a sensor beeps, someone gets a headache, and suddenly it's proof of the supernatural. Because clearly, if a Wi-Fi signal drops in the desert, it must be aliens, right? Not, interference, heat, or even human error. But let's talk about the Hollywood factor here for a moment. You'll notice how every discovery is perfectly timed right before a commercial break. Radiation spike, cut to black, blinking light in the sky, cue the suspense music. Rocket launched, add 6 reaction shots and a drone flyover. It's not science, it's show business. And somehow the unexplainable phenomena always just barely escape their expensive equipment. How? Almost like the mystery has a production schedule. And that, to me, is Hollywood, not science. Explain to me why Dr. Taylor would leave his positions on UAP task force working for the government to end himself on Skinwalker Ranch, creating a show for the History Channel that hasn't proven anything. Wouldn't you think, with that much brain capacity and that much learning and that much skill, that your skills would be better off suited someplace else? Making a difference, looking for actual phenomenon out in the universe, the ones that have kind of found their way into Congress. Not a show on the History Channel that people are spending anywhere from $19.99 to $24.99 a season to watch you literally do nothing but launch rockets into this same circle and look excited doing it. Now, the team constantly says their equipment malfunctions in the presence of unknown energy. But in reality, technology fails all the time, especially in remote areas, exposed to extreme weather conditions and electromagnetic fields. They're all normal things. You don't need a portal to another dimension. You just need a bad connection, static buildup, or batteries left in a hot truck. Let's not forget, they're firing rockets using high-power transmitters and digging through mineral-rich soil. Yeah, things might get a little glitchy. It's not paranormal, it's physics. And Dr. Taylor should understand that. So here's the pattern every single season. Weird event happens. They spend 30 minutes reacting. The data is inconclusive. Dramatic teaser for the next episode. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. It's the reality TV formula, not the scientific method. You ever notice they never publish peer-reviewed findings. Because the show isn't about solving mysteries. It's about sustaining them. Again, it's all Hollywood. So let's be blunt. This isn't about aliens or portals. It's about ratings and the return on investment. Brandon isn't stupid. He didn't make his money by guessing. Every season, they get more funding, more tech, more rockets, but somehow no closer to any real answers. The ranch isn't a research site anymore. It's a set. And Brandon Fugal, he's not just an owner. He's the executive producer, which means every unexplained moment adds more value to his brand. It's genius marketing, really, one of which a great number of people have bought up over the course of the last couple of years. Turn a patch of the Utah desert into a supernatural stock market. He shows up twice a season and gets paid. Look, I'm not saying Skinwalker Ranch has never had weird things happen. But the show we're watching, it's less discovery and more drama. And it's really bad drama. If something truly groundbreaking was happening there, it wouldn't be hidden behind cliffhangers and camera cuts. It'd be in a scientific journal, not on cable TV at 9 p.m. or a streaming service for your purchase. Because real science doesn't tease. Find out next season. So yeah, Skinwalker Ranch is fascinating. But probably not for the reason it wants to be. It's a masterpiece of modern myth-making, a Hollywood spectacle dressed in lab coats and night vision. And the scariest thing about it, it keeps working and it keeps taking people's money. But hey, if a malfunctioning laptop gets you another season and a new rocket launch, maybe that's the real supernatural phenomenon. But for me, I chalk this one up as a loss. The first few seasons had me, very skeptical. Had me kind of excited to see if there was actually something that could be found that is beyond our understanding. But what we've been left with is spending money on something that just keeps washing and repeating the same thing season after season. And it's gotten horribly bad within the last season by doing exactly the same thing it did the season before. And that was only launching rockets from the same 30, 40-foot circle in the Utah desert next to some houses that haven't been taken care for decades on a ranch that doesn't actually function as a ranch anymore. By trying to intrigue people to come in and tell them that you are going to find some answers, when the only thing that you find is tune in and buy our next season, because that's when something will happen. Do I believe in UAPs? Yes, I do. I do believe there are things outside of our own understanding that to this day we don't understand or can't even comprehend yet. But until there's some conclusive evidence, this is now a hard pass for me. Brandon, I'm sorry. You're not getting any more of my money, buddy. Because I've already seen this washed and repeated a number of times. Between this and some of the other shows on the History Channel, like, I don't know, The Curse of Oak Island. But, hey, on your way out the door, leave us your theories, your thoughts, your comments. Let us know if we're being too harsh or if they are actually indeed finding something of any kind of tangible evidence, for lack of any better terms. On your way out the door, remember to smash the like button, subscribe, share, and thank you for joining us this evening. And until next time, everybody, good night.